Hey YouTube, it's Jonathan, and today we're going to talk about how to look great when you feel like... Let me start this off by saying, I feel much better now, but the last 2 days I've been holed up in my bed, like chugging Airborne Emergency, taking Dayquil, NyQuil, watching Hot in Cleveland, just fevering in my bed. I don't know what I had, but it lasted for 2 days, and today I feel much better, but I don't think I'm quite looking my best yet. So if you can, when you're sick, just stay home. You'll get better faster. You'll enjoy everything much better. You won't get anybody else sick. But if you absolutely have to go out because you have to go to work, you need to run to the grocery store, you have to pick your kid up from school, here are some tips and tricks as to how to look your best when you don't feel so great. First step is, if possible, dress comfortably, but dress a little bit better than you would if you were just staying at home. Don't go out in sweatpants, even though I know it's gonna be the most comfortable. I feel like if you just put yourself together just a little bit, you'll feel that much better. When I went out, I had to go to work, and so I wore just my traditional like work clothes. I was comfortable, but I put some effort into it so that I didn't feel like I looked as bad as I felt. If you can, wear a color that looks really great on you. I chose a green shirt for filming because I think green makes me look really great, makes my eyes stand out, but that's not always the case. If you had to go to work, I had to wear all black, but do what you do. So most of what I'm going to talk about today is going to focus around the skin and trying to make your skin look as healthy and vibrant and glowing as possible, even if that's not how you're feeling. So I'm going to talk about skincare items before I put any makeup on my face. The first thing I would do when you're getting ready in the morning is exfoliate with something gentle, just to get rid of any dead, icky, gross, dulling, dead skin on your face and just to overall brighten everything. This one is the Micro Delivery Exfoliating Facial Wash in a travel size from Philosophy. I've used this off and on for quite a while. It's just something that I grab for when I want something quick and gentle but effective. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of a glowing serum. This is the Caviar Serum from Alp Essence, and it has little tiny micro gold kind of flecks in here that really illuminate the skin and make you look glowing. I also think just slowing down and taking a little bit of time, if you have it, can make everything feel a little bit better. Kind of treat yourself if you can. And then I'm going to go ahead and top that off with a nourishing moisturizer. This one is from Beauty RX by Dr. Schultz, and it's the Nourishing Moisture Cream. And I'm just applying a small amount of that all over my face just to hydrate. Now onto makeup. Again, it's all going to focus on skin and really making your skin look bright and glowing and fresh. And less is more for this. I personally don't think it's best to cake on a bunch of makeup when you don't feel great, because then you just feel heavy and cakey and you have to think about powder, and it's just complicated. And I think the less is more approach is going to make you feel and look a lot better. So I'm going to start off with just a little bit of primer. This is the Blanc de Chanel, and it is a whitening primer or brightening illuminating primer, and I'm just going to use a very small amount of that, not even a full pump, just about half a pump, and I'm just going to press that onto the high points of my face, and that's going to brighten up any darkness, dullness, and kind of pave the way for any other makeup that we put on. I also really like using this product because it smells amazing. I think even just using products that you really enjoy using, or products that make you feel kind of luxurious, kind of takes away from the icky, sicky feeling of being sick. So that's just something to think about. And then the foundation I'm going to use is super hydrating as well. This is Complexion Rescue from Bare Minerals, and I'm using my summer shade Natural 05, which is quite a bit deeper than I am. And this is so sheer that it doesn't really matter all that much, but just elevating your shade a little bit is going to make you look a little bit less pale in the face, a little bit less drained. And I'm just going to spread that between my fingers and tap that in and just kind of work that into my skin. Now I'm just going to conceal and brighten any dark under eye circles with Bye Bye Under Eye from IT Cosmetics. This is a super high coverage concealer, so a little bit goes a long way and it doesn't feel cakey or heavy under the eye, but you do get amazing coverage. So I'm just going to use my ring finger and tap a little bit of that under each eye. I'm taking whatever's left over on my hand, just on any areas of redness or blemishes. So that's foundation and concealer. I'm not going to use any powder just because when I'm sick, my skin feels a little bit drier and I really just want to flood it with that hydration. If your skin type is a little bit more oily or greasy, go ahead and use a powder. I'm also skipping bronzer today because I went up a shade in my foundation. I don't necessarily think I need it. And again, it's just one less step that you have to think about. I am going to use a cream blush. This is from Smashbox. This is LA Light's Blendable Lip and Cheek Color in Silver Lake Sunset, and this is just a creamy peachy kind of glistening blush, and it's just gonna bring a little bit of light and life to my cheeks. I'm not gonna go directly onto my cheeks with this like I normally would. I'm actually going to color a bit onto the back of my hand and use that as a palette. Then grab my stippling brush from Bare Minerals, pick up some of that color, and just start to buff it onto the cheek. I want this to look natural and not like makeup. I think technically they market this shade as a highlighter for deep skin tones, but if you're fair, it works really well as just a natural looking flush. I'm also gonna take a little across the center of my nose, chin, and whatever's left just onto the forehead just to bring color to the whole face. I feel like most people have that one thing that they absolutely need, whether it be lipstick or mascara or just something to anchor their face. For me, it's brows. Today I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Super Skinny in the shade Universal Blonde. I'm opting for my lighter brow option. I've got a few deeper pencils for when I really want to focus on the brows and kind of make them a feature, but I kind of want everything to just be soft and simple today, so I'm going for something a little bit lighter. If you can, if you have multiple options, choose something a little bit lighter so that they're not so dramatic. Brows on, now I'm going to curl my lashes, and that's all I'm going to do to them today. So for me, I think curling is just enough. If you feel like you need a little bit of mascara or liner or something just to kind of frame and define your eyes a little bit more, go ahead and do that now. When it comes to lips, choose something a little bit more hydrating and balmy, something easy to touch up, something you don't have to use a mirror and think about too hard. I have two options here. I actually layered them because I like the way they look together. The first one is the Honest Beauty Truly Kissable Lip Crown in Sheer Chestnut Kiss. This just adds a little bit of depth and color to the lips, and then over that I chose my Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector. This is still going strong in my collection, one of my absolute favorites. This one I'm going to keep with me all day just to kind of touch up and sort of keep my lips feeling soft and smooth. Again, I love the way this smells and feels, the texture's great, but it's not so overly glossy, sticky, gloopy, and it's nothing I have to think so hard about like a red lip or a bright, bold lip. But a bright and bold lip can really pull everything together and kind of brighten up the face really well, so that's, again, something to think about. And that's the look. I feel like I look 10 million times better right now than I did at the very start of this video. I felt like before my skin was just dull and not happy, and it just needed a little bit of love, some TLC, and it just looks 10 million times better now. So I hope you learned something. I hope that you kind of got what I was talking about. You don't necessarily need these exact products or need to do this exact look, but just take a little bit more care and time and thoughtfulness when you're choosing your products when getting ready, when you don't feel well, or you're feeling sick, or you just feel a little bit dull and tired. And I think that's pretty much everything that I have to talk about. If you have any questions about the products that I spoke about today, go ahead and leave those in a comment below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this and you like the look. If you try it out, please send me a picture on Instagram or Twitter, or even Snapchat me a photo. My Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter are all at JonJonTalks. You can also leave that on my Facebook fan page. I have a link to that in the description box below, as well as a link to every single product that I talked about, so go ahead and check that out. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click on my face right now so that you can be here every week for my new videos. I post 2 videos every single week talking about my favorite beauty things, doing tags, fashion videos now I've started doing, and I hope to see you there. Have a good day.